Well, I might as well cash in on this. Hey folks, Mav here, and I'm back with another review. And today's review is on Botcon 2015 Voyager class General Optimus Prime, which is a repaint and redeco of Thrilling 30 Voyager class Roadbuster. Optimus in robot mode is drastically different from a lot of Optimus figures, both in my collection and across many other lines. And that's because he's based on a scrapped figure of the same name. Honestly, while I love the deco, this is more fitting of, say, a bulkhead to be honest, with the green militaristic vibe of the figure. Though, this isn't a bad thing, as I love the paint job. The camo design works really well, and all three of the tampos look nice. My personal favorite has to be the very G2 design of just putting the obvious Autobot symbol next to the word Autobot. It's dumb, yes, but charmingly so. The silver paint also looks nice, but something I want to focus on is the head. While yes, identical to Roadbuster, looks nice, and I don't really have strong thoughts on light piping, but I like the choice of color for his eyes, as it isn't the generic red or blue. Optimus includes a shit ton of accessories, which include a missile launcher, a missile pod, a rifle, two guns that make the stock and scope respectively for the rifle, and finally a pistol. The missile launcher fires by hitting the trigger on top, and it has a decent amount of range. Allow me to demonstrate. Honestly, if you told me that this mold is what Siege was based on, I'd believe you, as he has a lot of ports to put his accessories on, being 2 on his shoulder pauldrons, 1 on each of his shoulders, 1 on the side of his chest for some reason, 1 on each hand, 2 on each leg, and while yes, it's not as many ports as on the average Siege figure, it's still a lot, and much like a Siege figure, he has really good articulation. With a ball-jointed head, ratcheted universal shoulder joints, bicep swivel, double-jointed elbow, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, ratcheted hips, slight thigh swivel, double-jointed knees, an ankle that can go back this far, tilt this far, and has a swivel and ratchet on the foot. While yes, it sucks that he's missing a waist joint, the rest makes up for it tenfold, and with the amount of accessories he has so many options. Now, this amount of articulation is fairly uncommon for figures of the time, so why does he have so much? Well, my friends, let's do the transformation, which is super fun and unique, and while yes, it isn't that hard, it still has some neat tricks. One day I'll cover a hard transformation, I swear. In alt mode, he turns into an armored off-road vehicle fictional model. And it looks good! The shaping is super nice, and it feels chunky. The sculpted detail, while retained from robot mode, comes together nicely and creates an aesthetic that's entirely pleasing. The back area looks great with the silver popping out nicely, the yellow highlights that were on the back also looking great, and the amber windows are looking just as appealing as the eyes. The wheels are also great with the big chunky tires and the nicely painted green rims. However, there are minor issues, as I feel the arms should go into the side a bit more, and the alt mode is gappy in some places, but this is really minor at the end of the day. You can also store the weapons in the alt mode much like robot mode, and it looks alright. Not much else, so final thoughts. General Optimus Prime is a good-looking figure and my second Botcon figure overall, and I'm really glad I picked him up. I heavily recommend him for being a really good mold, and being a nice repaint overall. Speaking of my other Botcon figure, tune in eventually as next review is Botcon 2002 Glyph. This is Mav and I'm signing out. Bye.
It's only magic. Isn't it amazing when you know? Every second that you see is 24 connected pieces. Thank you for coming, thank you for staying, thank you for watching the show.